the key to motivation sounds simple, is excitement. It is waking up and being excited to get going on your day. All right. And when you're excited about what you want to do, you don't need to put in all kinds of mental work. You don't need to watch all the motivational videos. You don't need to do all the reframes. You're just naturally motivated. Okay, think about some time in your life. Maybe it was sports, or maybe it was music, or maybe it was something, right? Something that you're just like, I can't be pulled away from this because I'm just so excited to do it. Okay, and that's what I want to try to get through to you on how to craft a life where you're just excited to wake up and excited to work on your mission. Okay, so having the skill to push past and power through is dedication. That's super important. But the ideal is to wake up with motivation, wake up excited, and that is how I felt for the last three weeks or so. Okay, and I want to break down that revelation for you. And basically, what it is let me break down for you my past motivations and the past things that have excited me. Okay, so when I was younger, first it was soccer. That was my obsession, and I was playing soccer every day, and I was practicing every day, and I was juggling the ball every day in the courtyard of my building, and I was kicking the ball off the fucking side of my building and annoying the shit out of my neighbors because I was doing it for 4 hours a day, banging into their apartment because I didn't know better. But that was my life. It was just soccer, soccer, soccer. And then in high school, I found guitar, and I would go home from school and I'd play guitar 4 or 5 hours a day, learning Sultans of Swing and learning Stairway to Heaven, and playing till my fingers bled, and again annoying my neighbors. My poor mom had to listen to me all fucking day playing the same song over and over and over again because that's how obsessed I was. Working out when I turned 18 became another obsession. So I was working at 3 hours a day, 7 days a week after school, just nonstop. And because I just had that vision and that excitement of building my body. And then after university, when I dropped out, it was trading. And all I could think about was trading. And I got a job as a day trader, as a prop trader. And I would be there 8 hours a day. And then I would go to the library and I read biographies on traders and on Rockefeller and all these different guys. And then when the library closed, I would go to the internet cafe because it was back in the day and didn't have internet in my place. And then I would study chart patterns at the internet cafe until midnight. And then every day I would do that again. And I did that for a year until I graduated to a pro trader, right? I graduated from the amateur section of the office to the pro trader. Okay. And then again, when I was 30, I found RLD. I saw it in a vision. I saw myself on stage. I saw making use of all the knowledge and saving guys from all the mistakes that I made. And instantly that became my mission and still is my mission to this day. All right. So that's where I am. And all of those things have one thing in common: excitement. You couldn't keep me away from soccer or guitar or working out or RLD when I first started. And my family and friends were like, hanging out, and girls wanted to hang out, and it was like, no, this is what I'm doing. Okay, that's when I feel most alive, when I have that obsession, when I have that mission. And if I don't have that mission, I don't have that excitement, I don't feel like I'm living in color. I don't feel like I feel like things are gray. I feel like something's missing. But when I have that, man, that's the only way that I want to live. Okay, that's the only way that I want to live at an optimal level. Okay, so the key question to get yourself to that, and as I said in one of my videos, you are the questions that you ask yourself. Okay, what would make you excited to wake up every day? If you're not excited to wake up every day, or you're not at least somewhat excited every other day, there's something wrong in your life. Okay, life is too short to live in mediocrity. And a lot of the time guys think they have something to lose. I have the house and the car and this and that, but none of that matters if you're not excited to be alive. Okay, if you're not excited to be alive, it's like stop everything right now, because you have a massive problem. And how are we going to solve that? And the best thing to do is, what is going to make me excited to wake up every day, and why am I not excited to wake up now? All right. And the answer to that I found is having that mission. Okay. In every other video, I'm talking about mission. Okay, my mission right now is me talking to you. This is RLD. This is my mission. I found it, and it's going to be my mission for the rest of my life, period. So finding that mission is key. But then you also have to reality test that mission, okay? You might want to be a rock star, but perhaps that's not in the cards for something that you can actually make money at, okay? So I'm not selling you on some dream of you can be anything. I'm talking about what is your mission in life, and is it realistic that you can support yourself on that mission? Those are the only two things you need. Will this make me excited to wake up every day? And will I be able to support myself on this mission? Okay. Now, if you can't see that right away, okay, if you're thinking, well, there's nothing that would excite me that I can make money on, this is where the creativity comes into play. So let's say you want to sell real estate, right? Real estate, and like I talk about having a service-based business, is probably, service-based business is my recommendation for what you did. For what to do, like real estate, insurance, copywriting, coaching, any of those service-based businesses, for a number of reasons that you can see in my article and video, how to start a service-based business. Okay, but let's say real estate, although you can sell well and you'll be good at it and you can make a lot of money, is not the most exciting. But when you flip that to like, what's it going to look like when I have $300,000 in the bank? Then you can start to feel that excitement. Okay, or if it's online copywriting, maybe you're not going to make as much money, but it's about being location independent and being able to travel and still being able to stack a good amount of cash while you're doing it. All right. For me, between trading and RLD for most of my 20s, I didn't have a mission. Okay. I was a salesman and I was good at sales, but I fucking hated it. Okay. But it was a way to earn money. So I wasted a lot of time chasing girls and doing all these other things because I hadn't found my mission. I hadn't found the thing that excited me. So I was trying to get away from that, right? I was trying to get away from the shit day at sales, so I would lose myself in chasing girls. All right. But it wasn't until I figured out the excitement that I made sales be able to work for me. Okay. When I decided on RLD as the mission, I had the idea that, okay, I'm 30, and by 38, I'm going to stack all this cash from sales and from RLD, and then I'm going to move to Florida or Arizona by the time I'm 38. All right, and that got me going for a couple of years, but it wasn't enough. So when I turned 32, I was like, fuck this. My timeline is soon. I'm out of here. I'm going to Thailand, and then that lit a fucking fire under my ass because like I could see that it's not 6 or 7 years away. It's current and present. Okay, I'm like, I can get out really soon. And then that final year of sales, I was just a monstrosity. I was just hungry for every deal because I'm spending no money. I'm stacking all my cash. I'm like, every fucking dollar is going towards my permanent retirement from wage slavery. I'm never gonna have to do this shit. So I'm waking up early. I'm fucking fired up, and then at night I'm going home and I'm doing articles and I'm doing all this stuff for RLD. All right. So I made that sales work for me because I was able to reframe it to where I'm excited about it. Okay, that was the key. And then the motivation was just fucking running naturally. All right. And then when I got out here to Thailand, I was in heaven for the first couple of months. I was just like, I can't believe it's happening. I get to work on my business. My dream is here. But you know what? Eventually, my business turned into a job. And it was a job where it was 24/7 because I'm my own boss and there's always something to do. I have a million projects and a million products and things that I want to do. And then that became to a point where I wasn't excited about it because for 1 year, I was doing an article and a video every week. And then I cranked out 3 books. And those books take a ton of effort to get it perfect. Because I'm a perfectionist, I want, all the grammatical mistakes. I want the logical sequence to be good. I want it to be looking perfect. And in the end, I got burnt out because I still had that decade-long mission goal that I set when I was 30 to what I wanted to be at 40. But what I was actually doing during the year was no longer exciting to me. It had become a job, and it was like, instead of waking up fired up, I was like, I have all these things that I have to do, and I'm just pushing myself so hard. And so I had to sit back and recap for this year, for 2017. And this year, 2017, I said, I'm not doing any books this year. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do 365 articles and videos. So I'm doing something every single day. And that had me fired up. That had me fired up for about the first 4 months or maybe 5 months of the year, until I was eventually getting burnt out because of the massive amount of pressure that I put to put something out good. And then I was getting upset with myself because there were like 4 or 5 videos that I felt weren't good enough, and I just got them out because I needed to do a video for that day. So again, I lost that excitement, and I put too much pressure on myself, and I did a few vids that weren't particularly good. So what I did was, in August, I took like a mini vacation. Okay, it's the first time in a decade I took any type of vacation. I didn't really go anywhere, and I was still doing stuff for the business. I was still doing all my chores and stuff, but I was just sitting back and thinking about what is going to get me excited to do this again. I have the dream life that I wanted, that I worked for, I have the dream business that I wanted, but it's not exciting me. What is wrong? How do I solve that?